Okay, this is very interesting contemplation for this ride. I was in this vision as we are in the holidays, and I don't observe many of these holidays, end of the year holidays, because they're based in colonization. And it's interesting having conversations with people during this time. Of course, everyone is everyone, right? So they're talking about their holiday this and that, and it's like, great, that sounds so lovely, great. But if they're asked about my holiday plans, I share my truth, which is that I don't observe them for my reasons around wanting to support and acknowledge as a white person that colonization is a thing. It's like to even get people, I don't really get people, can't get people to do anything, but to even allow for this conversation to go down, there has to be acknowledgement of what colonization is, and that white people did it to the people of this land. And all the belief structures that have been set in place by taking over the land and belief structures of the native people here. And of course the treatment, and then we can keep going. So it was all about this like space of acknowledgement. And what was interesting as a white person to really be in a state of acknowledgement, there is a part of me that was like, these were my ancestors, and you know, what, I guess, like, what can I do about it? It happened, and what now, right? And it was a bit of this moment about taking responsibility for lineage, and that kind of felt heavy, because I don't necessarily want to become a white person who's being looked at for something that happened with ancestors, and it's not reflective of who I am now today, and the belief systems and the acknowledgments that I have today. And the word atonement came forward, and an understanding of atonement is to acknowledge and act then responsibly or accordingly to the acknowledgement of the harm that has been done on behalf, if you will. And so it was kind of like, oh shit, is part of my presence to bring a message of atonement. That being how I can help as a white person heal what has been done to the people of color and to the natives of this land, of their lineage, and what is still thriving and happening today, but with a modern way. But it is still happening. Supremacy, patriarchy, like, it is all at play. It's been modernized. There may no longer be segregation, but there is. You may not see signs up for it, but there is. And it's a brokenness in humanity question, that is a question that I ask myself every day. And as I've been educating myself, I'm hearing messages that really reflect listening and acknowledging. And that is definitely something that I can do and encourage and hold space for others to do the same for other white people. And that we can usher in atonement so that we can truly live in equity, in harmony, and looking and seeing each other as unique and incredible miracles, because every single human is on the onset and to come back to that innocence and to dismantle the structures of control that hold separation in place. Lineage atonement for white people is the space that I'm holding to see if that is helpful. Something that I can do, because some days it feels like such a big thing. Like, what can you do about it? The system is so big, and that basically is a belief of hopelessness, and hopelessness is a gateway for fear, and fear is a gateway for control. So I hope this gives others hope